Monday 6th of March, and look what I've done to my carrot bed. Raised, well, we've got a ridge and a furrow thing going on here. Now the reason I've got that is because I was watching a video on YouTube called 4-Day Carrots, whereby this chap in America called Herrick, hello Herrick if you're watching, successfully grew some great carrots in, well, he got them to germinate in 4 days, and the way he did that was to do sort of ridge and furrow affair, covered with black plastic, holes in the plastic, and almost like sunshades made of aluminium on top of the carrots. So this protected them from harsh sun and birds and kept the moisture in, and it looked really good. So I'm going to give that a go, and what I've got is a template for cutting out the holes. I've got these plastic sunshades because I couldn't find any aluminium either in Bath or Bristol. Clothes pegs to hold these sunshades on with some sticks, and some black plastic over here which I'm going to be measuring out. First of all, we're going to put these holes in. So I made this template out of the same thing I made the shade discs out of. This is waterproof damp coursing, and I've got my knife here nice and sharp. I've got to be careful, and I'm on the soil, so I'll have some give. It goes around pretty easily. There we go, that's the first one done, and I've made this template, I've made it so I can space it out and just chuck the template along and do 2 at a time, so it's a bit more efficient that way. And now I've got to carry on all the way up there. Quite a bit of cutting later. We have 32 stations for our carrots cut out. Now to get it over there. So I've got this tree here, handy to have trees around, and cut little sticks off like this. They're about 30 centimeters, 12 inches long, and I've got my plastic shade disc on there and a clothes peg to stop it blowing away, so that's going to go in the soil like this and shade the carrots. What I've found in the shed, someone left a dibber behind for me, so what we've got, can we see there, 3 little dibs, dibby dibby dibby. I'm going to sprinkle the carrot seed in the bottom of that. Actually, I'm going to water it a little bit. Sprinkle the carrot seed in, and then cover with vermiculite, which is over there. And then we can put the shade discs on top. So in these two rows we're going to have regular orange carrots, but in this row here I'm going to try some purple ones. Just cover up the holes with vermiculite. And finally in with the shade discs. So it just goes in the middle, push it all the way down, make sure it's flush. There we go. Now all the rest of those, and those are witches' hats to go into. Tell you what, after the hours making these discs, going from here to Bristol to try and get the plastic, getting the clothes pegs from a little DIY shop in Oldfield Park, cutting the sticks myself, laying it all out, sieving this soil, sieving it back in, putting the sand in, tell you, it's quite rewarding. I don't know what it looks like. It looks like, I don't know, some Star Wars thing or some Dalek. All the little round circles on it. So these discs are going to keep in the moisture for, well, probably until they're ready to come up. And then this plastic will keep the rest of the moisture in. You shouldn't need to water them, I'm told. But if you do, you can just do it through the holes. It's a funny little forest, look. So Herrick reckons 4 days for germination. If it's anything like this for the rest of the week, it could probably be done in 4 days. So I'm going to come back, was it Monday now? Friday, Saturday, we'll see if anything's come up. And then we're going to move the discs up so they can start to get some light. Job well done. Pleased with that. The observant amongst you might have noticed something with my broccoli. My cloche is gone. Completely gone. I can't have just blown away. It was covering these two. If it was blown away, I would expect to see it somewhere up here. But it's vanished. First the saw, then the cloche. This is very particular weirdness going on here. It's like the Bermuda Triangle. Looking around, I can't see it. It's not the sort of thing someone would want to nick either, because it was old and knackered. Oh well, I guess we may need a new one. But for now, I'm going to put straw around the existing broccoli just to mulch it. Odd. Now I could lay out string to get straight lines to put my little drills in my rows. But I'm just going to use a rake because the rake was here and it's easy enough. So I'm going to have the Japanese onions, I like spring onions here, and then a row of radishes. And the radishes should come up pretty quickly, so we're going to pull those up again and try and get another batch in. Right, time to mark things out and put seeds in. Anyone who knows me knows my love of Japan, so these are, what are these called? I'll have to check down there. Onion Japanese bunching long white Tokyo, or Allium fistulosum. There we go. So I've watered the bottom of the drill. Just going to sprinkle these lightly and then cover with soil. We've got a mixture of radishes here. They're going to go into there. They can be sown clumping, which is good considering, well, you didn't just see what I did with the onions, but the onions, yeah, we might need to pick some out and transplant them because my fingers were a bit liberal in some places and scarce in others. So we'll have better luck with the radishes. 5 o'clock now. I'm going to call it a day. I moved that heap, half of it from here to there to try and find my saw. Couldn't find it. I'll keep looking, it'll turn up somewhere. Might have even taken it home. What else have I done? I'm sweaty hot stuff. I've started raking this bed now. I think we're going to get a mound of herbs here, maybe. That was a lot of work. Just raking all that because it's mostly ivy and ground stuff, so it takes a lot of pulling. I think you can tell I'm worn out. What else? A bit more straw down for the broccoli, the ones that have lost their cloche. The peas, look at the peas. They're doing pretty well now. They're just about getting hold of the canes. Carrots you saw earlier. Japanese onions, they're in. Radishes are in. And the beetroots are getting bigger. So we're going to put those in when they're big enough. So look at those. Oh, there we go. Well, you can see them more easily now. Oh, we've got something coming up there. What's that? Holy moly, we might just have onions. Red onions. That'll be something. Everything else is starting to bloom while I've been away. Productive day. I think I've earned a beer, some nice food and a long hot bath. Thanks for watching. Hope your allotment's going well, or if you're just armchair watching, I hope your armchair's going well. See you next time.